As we continue to manage resident and visitor arrivals at the airport, I want to take this opportunity to go over a few of the quarantine guidelines for those non-vaccinated persons who will be required to stay in an approved quarantine facility. These guidelines took effect on Sunday, June 20th, 2021. As a reminder, all non-vaccinated travelers arriving in Bermuda will be required to do a mandatory 14-day period at a government-authorized hotel. The cost of the stay is the traveler's expense. There are 7 approved quarantine locations: Cocoa Reef Resort, Grotto Bay Beach Resort and Spa, Hamilton Princess and Beach Club, Willow Bank Resort, Coral Beach and Tennis Club, available to members only, Rosemont Guest Suites, and Fairmont Southampton Princess. As a note, eligible persons can apply for an exemption from the Ministry of Health. More information on those requirements can be found at www.coronavirus.gov.bm. If a non-vaccinated traveler receives an exemption, they may be able to quarantine at a residence for 14 days and test on day 14. And if a person has a financial exemption, they are required to quarantine at a government facility but don't have to pay. Any non-vaccinated traveler who does not receive an exemption must stay at a quarantine hotel and pay for the full 14 days in advance of their arrival in Bermuda. We currently have 29 persons in the government-approved quarantine facility. Each non-vaccinated traveler must also upload a confirmation of a prepaid booking at a government-authorized hotel to their travel authorization form before boarding their flight. For more information on how to arrange a quarantine hotel, please visit the government website. Now, a few points regarding the landing process once a traveler has arrived at the Al Wade International Airport. As a reminder, the general process for persons who have arranged accommodations at a designated quarantine hotel is as follows. Upon landing in Bermuda, all travelers will enter the arrivals hall at the Al Wade International Airport. Port staff/ambassadors will be on hand to direct travelers where they need to go, including the immigration and customs checkpoints, baggage claim, collection of the COVID-19 testing kit, prearranged transport, and hotel booking. All travelers must test upon arrival before proceeding to the government-provided transportation. After being cleared through the airport, travelers will be directed to a bus where a government representative will check their name before they are permitted to board the bus. Upon arrival at the hotel, travelers will be greeted by a government representative. Their name will be checked against the hotel booking record before the bus leaves. Once their reservation is confirmed, they will be directed to check in at the hotel's front desk. After the check-in process is complete, the traveler will be escorted to their room. Food can be ordered and it will be delivered to the guest room at their expense. We also appreciate that there are those in the facilities who need specialized items, and we have made accommodations for that. Persons who have family or friends who will be in a quarantine hotel will be allowed to drop essential care packages at the front desk of the hotel or at the guest property. The drop-off time is 1 to 5 p.m. daily. The essential care package should have the room number visible, and the recommended items should include key necessities such as toiletries, medication, and essential foods, inclusive of any special dietary items. We ask that, if at all possible, in keeping with the guidelines, that one person make this essential delivery. A daily schedule, including the staff duty roster and the activities, will be made available to all guests during the 14-day stay. As an important note, while guests remain in their rooms, they will be able to engage in prearranged activities such as walks, high-intensity training, yoga, and meditation classes, and other wellness activities. On day 14, once the negative test results are received, all guests will be free to check out of the hotel. The checkout process will be coordinated by the government representative. Guests will be responsible for their own transportation, including costs to their respective residence or accommodation. Finally, Bermuda, we appreciate that these are testing times and that these are unprecedented times, and some difficult sacrifices must be made. We are all in this together. We know that our people are feeling unsettled and uncertain, but it's critical to understand that we must do what we have to protect our people from the coronavirus variants that are devastating other countries. We must have a strong and robust and effective border policy. Lastly, I encourage all non-immunized travelers to stay informed about all of the quarantine guidance by visiting the www.coronavirus.gov.bm. Thank you very much.